Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silentcore, and in today's video I've got some gameplay from a little game called Battleborn. I've played this game a couple of times now. I played at E3 a few months ago, and also at PAX Prime just last weekend, and I had the awesome opportunity to capture my own gameplay, so this is my own gameplay that you guys are watching. So I thought I'd put together a video on this game and kind of show you guys what it's all about, give you guys a few of my initial opinions and feedback on it. And I haven't seen a whole load of people talking or making videos about this game yet, so I feel like a lot of people are still to kind of catch on to this game. And I just watched a few of Ghost Robo's videos on it. And yeah, I definitely think you guys will be hearing a lot more about this game in the near future. So if it's the first time you're hearing about this game, it's basically a blend of a few different genres. It's kind of like an FPS game with a few MOBA elements thrown in. And it's from the same guys that brought us Borderlands, so you guys might recognise quite a few similarities to the Borderlands series, in fact quite a lot actually. This game kind of stinks of Borderlands. And I've seen quite a lot of games recently kind of take up on this kind of MOBA element, you know. It seems like nowadays people don't want to spend hours and hours grinding out characters on games anymore. People just want to jump straight into the game, have fun with it, and you know, be able to use characters straight away without the grinding, and have fun in kind of like session-based game modes. And I was pretty happy to hear that Battleborn isn't just going to be a kind of like MOBA game, you know, it's not taking that kind of free-to-play model and just having the multiplayer. This is going to be like a full game. It's going to have a campaign story mode, which is awesome. You can play it solo, or what would be recommended is to play it cooperatively with your friends. The gameplay you guys are watching is one of the campaign story mode missions. And of course there's going to be a kind of PvP competitive mode where you can play against other people. Now I haven't had a chance to try this mode yet, but I'm pretty looking forward to being able to see how the characters match up against each other. And just talking about the characters, I think that's probably one of the main attractions I have to Battleborn, is just the characters. They seem to be very appealing, very likeable, and I'm going to be showing you guys two different characters in this video that I got to play and record. And there are actually going to be 25 characters available in the launch of the game. I can imagine they'll be adding probably more in maybe like a sort of DLC sense or something in the future. But only 10 of these have been revealed so far. So there's still a lot more characters to be revealed on this game. And the reason I like the characters so much is they all have their own kind of, I guess, personality. They all have their own ability set. They're all very, very different in the way they played. You know, some have guns, some have like throw crazy effects across the room, some have like bow and arrows. You know, the abilities are just so different on each character. They're definitely a lot of fun to just try them all out. And each character also has their very own unique kind of DNA skill tree. I'll show you guys the Oscar Mikes, who's the kind of assault character, and I choose some of his abilities to kind of upgrade. The frag grenades, which are one of my favourite abilities of his, they're super powerful, and each time you level up you get another skill tree point to use. And you can either choose the right or the left path, and it's kind of a trade-off between two different abilities or two different effects that you can use to buff your abilities. And you'll see one of them was to get a red dot sight on my weapon, which was an easy trade-off because I really love red dot sights and weapons. And a few of the other upgrades made your abilities just a lot more powerful. And you'll see as this gameplay goes on, as people level up their abilities and make them more powerful, it just gets crazier and crazier. You see abilities just happening left, right and centre all over the screen, and that's kind of Battleborn in a nutshell. It's a very over-the-top, cartoony based shooting and ability game. And I guess one of my initial concerns about the game is the kind of interface. I'm not a huge fan of the interface just around the screen. It kind of takes up a lot of the screen, the interface, and I guess it doesn't look that much visually appealing towards me. But that's just my personal opinion. So just to explain it for you guys, if you're new to this game, at the bottom left you've got your health, which is the green bar, and also your shield, which is the blue bar. And then at the bottom right you've got your ability icons, so you see you have three different buttons to set off your three different abilities. You've got the two bumpers that sets off your two normal abilities, and you also have a third ability, which is your ultimate ability, which unlocks at level 5. And you can activate that by pressing Y. And these take a little bit longer to recharge than your normal abilities, but they are pretty powerful. So do look out for me using those throughout this video. So just to go over the two characters I've been using, this is Oscar Mike, who is the assault character. He obviously has this main assault rifle, which you kind of need to be quite accurate with and get headshots with it, or it doesn't do a whole load of damage. But he does have a few really cool abilities, such as the frag grenade launcher. And as you upgrade this gets seriously powerful. You're not just firing one grenade, you're firing like a whole cluster of grenades that blow up into like napalm and stuff like that. There's also the shield generator ability, which lets you go invisible for a few seconds and is just good for escaping situations. And obviously the ultimate ability, which is the airstrike, and you can basically select an area which just rains down a whole load of hell. The other character I tried was Arendai. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but it's kind of like a mage witch type character. I wasn't a huge fan of this character. It just seemed kind of weak, whatever was firing out of their hands. But they did have a few pretty interesting abilities. So there was Nullify. This one sends a big blast of damage while you jump backwards yourself, so you can kind of use this one to get out of a sticky situation. There's also Shadow Fire Pillar, and in this one you'll notice I kind of pull out a mixer bowl thing and I summon a big pillar of shadow, kind of like a big DNA thing, and that does quite a lot of damage if you hit it on right with your target. And this character also has an ultimate ability where you just send a big blast of energy basically. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about this game and hearing about a few more of the characters as they get revealed towards the launch date. It's coming out on PS4, Xbox One and PC on February the 9th next year. And I think what I'm looking forward to most is probably just the multiplayer. It's definitely what could make this game stand out most and give this game a bit of a longevity more than just when you complete the single player campaign. So I hope you guys had an awesome PAX weekend if you went, and if not, hope you're having a good week nonetheless. Thanks for watching, don't forget to leave the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.